I got a call from an attorney that was hearing from the guys inside that there was a hit out on me.
I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm lost for a word? What's the saying?
I'm lost for words.
I'm lost for words. Welcome back to another episode of
The reKap
with a K. Now,
that was so dramatic.
because this episode is drama. Okay, we're starting off with drama. We're literally from mausoleums to meditation. The girls are fighting, they're grieving, they're grounding. Like, this is a full episode.
It is. So we're bringing the drama.
Start it off.
Okay,
Drama.
well, fine.
Am I the drama? No, Kourtney is.
No, Kourtney is the drama, and we're picking up where we left off last week with Kourtney claiming that Khloé is so negative and she's doom scrolling. And we're picking up
Pussy.
because
They flash back to them.
You're such a pussy.
Why is that a pussy?
yeah, so we're picking up because she's tired of hearing about others and Khloé's negativity being dropped into the group chat, but yet she has no examples.
I'll have to look back at the chat. Got it. Okay. So we're just going on this tangent about protecting our peace, but
Yeah.
we don't have real examples.
No, I'll get you some.
I really think Kourtney just is doing it to piss off everyone. Like, she's like, it's on brand for me to be like, not in the group chat, so let me just not be in the group chat.
And she also know that that's a part of her storyline because she doesn't have too much, right? Because like a lot of this girl storylines are a lot of the things that they're doing work-wise. So Kourtney's been sprinkling some work opportunities in, but you know, she works once out of the month. And so she's like, I need to spice it up. And so let's attack Khloé.
Well, at least we're finding out that it wasn't just Khloé. Khloé's just catching the strays. Like, Kourtney was very clear that it was like the entire family in the group chat.
Felt like a negativity lately throughout the chat.
And that's me.
No, it's not only you.
But this entire thing, of course, we're gonna go back to Kourtney being in therapy.
Yes, I mean, she always brings it back to therapy, which I think is great. Therapy's a great thing. I'm in therapy. Therapy's necessary. But that does not give you the autonomy to be able to dissect everyone's individual experiences and to be able to label them as such and censor them here. Like, chill off.
I also think that she feels like she's able to psychoanalyze me because she's been in therapy for so many years and yada, yada, yada. Cool. But your journey is not my journey.
What I love most about Kourtney is that her therapy experience is the only therapy experience. Like, she's not able to just like listen to someone's therapy and be like, okay, but she's like, no, I went through this, so Khloé's going through it.
Exactly.
Khloé will get over it because I got over it. It's this whole thing where it's like Kourtney is basically the blueprint.
At some point on the therapy journey, I feel like I mean, it happened to me. I don't know that it happens to every human.
Well, she's pointing out these therapy revelations, and it's only like pointing out flaws and problem areas in a way that's like not helpful. Like, if you're my sister and you think maybe, okay, I'll hear you out because you're my sister. And if you think I'm not doing something, or maybe I'm giving too much of my energy to something that you think is probably not worth my time, let's maybe try to say it in a different way outside of trying to project or demean who and what I am.
Well, that's the issue, I think, with Kourtney.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good. And it goes into the point where it's like Kourtney was on this journey of like, I don't like now how we talk to each other.
When Kim or you would say something kind of snarky to me that we've said to each other our whole lives, I would be like, who says that to their family member? How unkind, you know? And then I would feel bad about it.
Khloé had to point out, Kourtney, you were the one talking to us like that.
Yeah.
You and Kim are so mean to me. And I'm like, well, actually, we're just doing what we've always done. You just decided to remove yourself.
So how are they supposed to know that Kourtney is not wanting to do what Kourtney does, and that's shade her sisters?
Which I think is really, you know, I think that holds a lot of validity to it. It's like, this is how we communicated as sisters, and then you decided and didn't give us the memo that now this is beneath you, right? But I also think that Kourtney has a valid point, right? We hear about it all the time. People are criticizing, all's fair, whatever, but they are criticized by the world every day, all year.
We've been criticized since we were young, but then also like just even by the world. So I think it makes me sensitive to criticism.
And so now she's saying she's sensitive to this type of energy that Khloé is bringing into the group chat.
Well, I get that, but I'm also like, you shouldn't feel sensitive towards your family. Like that, like Khloé said, that's a safe space, that group chat. Like, you shouldn't feel personally attacked by your family, but also it goes into the whole sense of like, Kourtney is just taking everything way too sensitive.
True, and I do want to hold space for people because people can feel attacked and sensitive by their family. Family dynamics are the most complicated. And so I'm not going to negate that, but also we've been in this game for a very long time. You can just come to us.
I don't want to negate it either, but it's almost like, Kourtney, you created this environment.
Now you are the source of negativity.
She is.
It's crazy when she says, oh, you and Kim would say things that would hurt my feelings. There's so many times that Kourt, like the fun Kourt, I didn't take it personally when she was like, oh, you just look 20 pounds overweight. Oh, you're fat. Oh, you're so ugly or this, but not in like a mean way. It was just funny, like how we would talk to each other.
But I do want to think like Kourtney, she's the one, she was the go-to. She was the one, the sister that was like clapping back. And I think seeing Khloé and Kourtney together, like it really just made me miss their relationship together. When they were playful, because there was a moment where Kourtney was going off about the group chat, and then Khloé just starts cursing up a storm.
Why is this person doing this? This bitch, this whore.
Like that brought me back to like, oh, these two, take it back, bring it back.
Most of the conversation, though, as Khloé pointed out, is projection. And Khloé feels, Kourtney just feels entitled to be able to tell her family about themselves when in actuality, like, as Khloé has been saying from the get-go, do what works for you. I don't know. I'm over it.
Well, I do want to throw a little shade because Kourtney said that before therapy, she was happier. And now that she's gone through it, she's happy again.
I was so much happier before when I didn't know all these things. It's like ignorance is bliss. And then you're like, oh, this is why I did this.
She's happy again, but like going through therapy, you're seeing all these problem areas. And you're just like, oh, this is a lot. This is, you know, maybe it was better not going through therapy and being a little delusional or not addressing the things, but you got to go through it to get to it.
Yeah, but I don't think Kourtney's gotten there. Like, I think she thinks she has, but I'm like, honey, this ain't the other side. This ain't. Because even how Khloé said, if I talk to Kourtney the way she talks to me, she would be in therapy. But this conversation, I mean, we at least got a little clarity with the K, but it really ended with zero resolution.
There was zero resolution.
Like the whole time watching it, I'm kind of like back and forth, like what's going on? Like, where are we? Whose side are we on? Like, I don't even know what's happening.
Do you feel better now?
I do feel better.
All I know is that the chessboard is set up incorrectly.
But they do play it, though.
I think these are in the wrong places, but we don't play chess.
No, Rain and I play.
Well, it's the final day on set for All's Fair, and Kim is finishing her final scene with Tiana Taylor, and she's also simultaneously still studying. There's a lot of things happening.
This is my last scene of All's Fair, and I'm really soaking this moment in because there is never going to be a wrap of the first show that I'm #1 on the call sheet for ever again in my life.
But the team and the support and the cast and the love that Kim has gotten has just been like through the roof and unheard of.
We've appreciated everything that you have given to us. You are an inspiration, and we salute you and rap you out as Kim.
One, I love this scene because the director coming in and basically proposing to Kim. So I was like, oh, here we go. Kim's in the All's Fair spirit. She wants to get married. Maybe she'll have to divorce this man. But definitely seeing her give her speech and seeing just how the crew was really proud to be on the show with Kim. Like, I think this was such a moment for Kim, and I'm glad that she was able to really soak it all in.
This is like a journey I never thought I would be on in my wildest dreams. It's been amazing getting to know each and every one of you.
But I will point out, Kim, hello, the fact that she's even in a confessional sitting there like questioning if the show is going to be a success or not.
It is not guaranteed that it's going to be a hit. So you put your heart and soul and your time into something, and it's like, what if it doesn't hit? Then like, what was this for?
Honey, you're Kim Kardashian. It's the #1 show on Hulu. Like, what's going on, Kim? She needs to have a little bit more faith in herself. Don't you even bring up the reviews.
She's let some of the critics down.
What did they say?
They're not happy. So I'm just hoping that this season.
Well, you haven't even watched episodes 2 and 3. So
I saw episode 1 and I read their reviews.
But what were your reviews? It doesn't matter about them.
Oh, well, I've told you. I was just like, I feel like Kim's acting was superb in American Horror Story. I'm ready for it to pick up in All's Fair.
There's definitely a judging meter on like, you can act or you are a bad actress.
When it comes to reality TV, there isn't really a scale to tell what is a good reality TV star and how well you're doing.
Being on a reality show, you're just living your life the only way that you know how. There's not a meter of like, we're living a reality TV life well or not well.
But I'm like, when it comes to the Kardashians, they are the meter. Like, they set the meter. They are the ones that set the tone of like what a good reality TV star is.
What happened to the days when your stepdad turns into a woman? That was TV gold.
Kim is also having a conversation and informing us of who some of reality TV's worst producers are.
Kourtney Kardashian and Kris Jenner, they tried to take out the fighting scene from Dolce. She's mad that I'm doing the Dolce thing.
You came to my wedding. You couldn't be happy that I was the center of attention and you weren't.
My mom wanted our physical fight out years ago.
You don't stop.
Ever!
Kourtney!
And Kourtney wanted the whole Dolce thing out.
Kourtney and Kris wanted to take out some of the most iconic scenes, and Kim is like, no, I need y'all to know that like, I was a part of like fighting to make sure you're seeing quality television, whether it's putting my family in maybe not so the best light ever. That was me. And so she's a part of iconic stuff.
Well, I love too that moment because Kim was really good at being like, take yourself out of the situation and put yourself in the viewer sitting at home. What would they want to see?
They can't watch themselves from a distance and like see what's like, oh, I think the viewer would like that.
And it's the drama, it's the chaos. So I love that Kim kind of brought that in. And I think seeing Kris as the executive producer kind of yelling at the earlier scenes to now this, it's like, okay, if the Kardashians is, everyone always complains it's not like keeping up. At least we're getting inside scoop and kind of more of a reality TV production side.
Yeah.
I loved it, and I love that Kim, obviously, any chance she gets, throw shade to Kourtney.
But Kim is also having a very reflective moment too, because it's the last moments, it's the last day of filming All's Fair, and she's thinking about like, will I still be BFF with this really amazing cast?
Are you gonna be friends with Sarah outside of this?
I think so.
In that moment, she calls her new BFF Sarah Paulson, who gives the wildest theory of where Kim is in her life.
I think your thing of having been on camera for so long, there was a sense of being watched and being hyper aware of what you were doing all the time, that you had to be mindful of like how open you were, how much you let things affect you.
Sarah pointed out with, of course, the husband. Kim thought that was a little giggle with the marriage.
As things have like increased and the fame has gotten more and then the marriage, I think those kinds of things.
Kim said, they see it all. Like, there's no curating, there's no censoring, there's no hiding these big deals. Like, Kim is on set, she's in her trailer, she's filming, her cast members are gonna see everything.
When one of my kids is having a hard night or stuff in the media, if things are crazy, they see how I cope and how I deal with everything.
Sarah is pointing out the walls that Kim has probably put up to protect her, when in fact that she's always just naming it as like, I'm fine.
You know, I guess my answer is always like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. Like, what, I'm fine.
But like, that is a defense mechanism because you're used to being in the light all of your life. And so when these wild things happen, you internalize it, you know, push it down to be like, I'm fine, but like, how am I gonna get through this crisis? There's a lot of crisis management happening in the Kardashian family household. But she's probably more desensitized than she would even know.
Everybody out in the media has an opinion about your life. It can be hard.
I don't really get affected by it though. Like, it's like been my life for so long.
Perfection, like, is Kim's big mantra of like, I need to look perfect, be perfect, like show up, do my job.
Yeah.
But I definitely think Sarah wanting Kim to find her true love.
I'm actually wanting more for you of like, whatever the great romance of your life is, for that to be able to bloom.
I love how this show is about divorces, it's about love, and here Kim is in a point where she's kind of pulling a Khloé and she's okay with being single.
I would say like you get really comfortable the longer you're single. You get really comfortable being single.
Can you imagine someone just coming in and turning off your favorite show that you have been watching by yourself for 2 or so years, and you're just like, no, but I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Because you get so set in your ways, but it's okay to just, you know, close down a little bit and focus on just the things that I want in life.
But she's a hopeless romantic.
She is.
I'm like the biggest hopeless romantic. And like when the right person comes along, like I'll be so ready.
But this episode ends on OMG. Like, I was not prepared for this scene. Yeah. They teased it, but now getting the full information.
Crazy, life altering. And I'm like, I don't have time to deal with it. I just had to like,
any of those things?
Oh, it's just like someone from prison was like, this person put a hit out on your life.
I'm lost out of lost. I'm lost for a word? What's the saying?
I'm lost for words.
I'm lost for words.
You're clearly lost for words.
I just
can't get it out.
Well, I just feel so bad for Kim. This is 2 strikes of like, she just can't catch a break.
Yeah. Well, my thing is, I don't know what's coming next week, but I feel like we buttoned it up in this short scene because there was, we're getting details about Kim finding information as she's trying to study for the bar. She just got done filming All's Fair. There's a lot on her plate, and there's a specific amount of weight on her this week because she's finding out there's been a hit out for her life.
I got a call from an attorney that was hearing from the guys inside that there was a hit out on me.
Thank God for her reputation in the prison system is how she found out about this hit. But we still don't know who it was. If you had to take a guess.
Well, they said it was someone close to her in the past.
Someone extremely close to me that used to be in my life had put a hit out on my life.
Who was your guess?
Ray J.
Oh, really?
Was yours Kanye?
I was like, it can't be Kanye.
I don't think it would be Kanye.
That's your mother of my kids.
My thought was Ray J, solely because when Kim talks about how they looked into the hit, and it was basically just, he said, she said, wasn't gonna happen. I'm like, that is so something a Ray J would do.
Allegedly, we don't know if it's him.
They came up with the lead that, you know, that it wasn't real. The person just wanted some money and was gonna act like it was happening, but they were gonna stop it for you, just to like, for you to be indebted to them.
They bleeped it for a reason. I don't wanna throw out names, but in my mind, with the Kardashians bleeping everything, Cookies last episode, this episode, I'm just like, I don't know who it could be.
A lot of conspiracies, right? But I thought it was so interesting because this woman has gone through something similar like this, right? So she took this very, very seriously.
It's just like all these things where it's like, okay, switch out all my cars, do this, don't drive here, don't go out. It was definitely scary. It's definitely scary to know or to feel that energy out there.
Having been on the other end of this, having seen a near-death experience, this was a lot for her.
Took a toll on me that week. It was a lot. But then you have to move on.
And I think this is just not the time for Kim to have to deal with this stuff. But this just goes to show how of a badass Kim Kardashian is, that when she gets this information, she digests it, but does not let it affect her anything in her life.
When they're grading my test, they don't give a shit that I had this problem. Nobody cares that I'm a single mom so is everyone else.
She's fine.
Everything will be fine. I'm fine.
She's fine. I'm fine.
She's not only fine, but she's fine.
But speaking of all of this drama that's happening this week, she's also getting word that her dad's Bible is floating in the abyss.
So there is a Bible that my dad gave OJ after the murders happened, but before he went into prison. And he brought it to prison with him.
I feel really bad for this situation because when it leaked on TMZ, I didn't really take into account how icky that must have felt for Kim to have all that information leaked.
Just who does that?
Which is obviously disgusting given how sentimental it is to you.
That's so crazy. It's just so nuts.
Obviously, she was going to purchase the Bible for $15,000 and they said no.
Yeah.
Probably because they're like, you're a Kardashian, pay up.
Yeah.
But to know that this is a piece, and not only just for Kim, but like Kim was doing this for Khloé and how important this was. Like Khloé does Bible study with all of her nieces and nephews every Thursday.
I was like, oh, I have to get this for her birthday.
How special would it be for Khloé to have the Bible of her father?
Yeah, the Bible that he gave OJ, by the way, before the sentencing, which is still owned by his estate.
Money's money. And like if it's going to an auction, you just give Kim a price.
I mean, I would have negotiated. We were gonna go 30, remember? Just because it's like, I don't know, you tell us.
This is where like people just don't think, right? Why on God's green earth would you leak it to TMZ? What revenue do you make from that? I know it's not as much as Kim would have gave you for the Bible. So I just would have said, yeah, girl, let's just get it up to 30, 40 and we can move on about our day. Why is it now on social media? Like, you just don't think. What about pay off your student loan debt?
Yeah, whoever that man is. But at the end of the episode, I did do a flashback that the reason that they did not sell it to Kim was because they were contractually obligated to put it up for auction.
Okay, we'll put it up for auction and then have her buy it.
Well, that's the issue. They're trying to figure out how is she going to buy it, because if Kim's auctioning herself, they're going to up it.
Should you sign up and just do it in your name?
But then he'll know me as a representative for you and I, who knows what goes on behind the scenes to try and drive the price up. So maybe we have to think about someone who could do it on behalf of you.
They should call us.
Put Archie J in.
I'm like, $80,000.
But I'm just kind of confused. I'm like, I don't really remember if it was posted who got the Bible, but Kim was very clear.
Yeah.
We have to get this Bible.
Well, we have to win this. This is like really important to me.
And she says, when I want things, I get them.
I will get this Bible.
TBD.
GSD.
Or that.
GSD, get shit done.
The Bible of it all, the hit of it all. Like, Kim really needs to prioritize studying. And I think we're gearing up for this storyline of like why she's so nervous about taking the bar.
Do you feel nervous about the bar?
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, and I don't want her psoriasis to come back, so stop stressing.
You're so thoughtful. That psoriasis, yeah, we do not need her to do that.
On to a more lighter note. Let's just go to a cemetery.
Lighter? This is like the darkest scene ever.
My mom and I are on our way to a cemetery to look for burial plots for where we're all going to be buried together when we all die.
I just do not know how the Kardashians have not already figured this out, because if you've watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you know that this has been a storyline. So they are recycling. But I think the difference between the last time they were looking up mausoleums was they weren't really at the financial stability to just purchase an entire mausoleum. It was more just a wall.
But this is shared, correct?
Yeah.
Could someone do a private mausoleum?
Yeah.
I love a mausoleum.
But now here they are locating a new cemetery near Kris Jenner's favorite location.
This place is right next to Costco. You could go to Costco, do your shopping, pop in, say hi to me.
Costco. Woo! Let's go, Costco!
The only person that is not, woo, let's go Costco, is Kylie.
That's where we're gonna lay, next to Costco?
I love a good Costco. You know, you walk in there on Sundays, you get your little samples and your little tastings, and then you get your little slice of pizza, and then you get your bulk water and your bulk paper towels. I think it's great.
I do think it is very on brand for the Kardashians. Wait, I'm forgetting the car ride over to this damn cemetery.
That's a lot going on in that car before they even get there, because she's struggling with the Zen.
My mom is on a journey where she wants to be Zen and she wants to not complain about things.
Damn.
Clearly that journey has not started.
And she's so confused about why we're in this car, where we're going, who's driving, why are we taking this car and not mine.
I thought we were using my car. Never even been asked about a car. Why are we in this car, Matt?
And where the hell is my Kleenex?
Where is my tissue?
Yeah, this Kleenex of it all. She must have a runny nose, constant. Maybe take an allergy pill, Kris.
Where's the Kleenex?
I was really loving this scene because I feel like we're getting to really see Kris Jenner as executive producer, because her making it very clear, no one asked me what car I wanted to ride in. I just want to take note that that's not what happened. Like, she was very like, what the hell is going on my show?
It's very frantic, and we haven't even left the driveway.
Mom, it's not that big of a deal.
Okay, but those aren't my directions, so I just want to make that really clear.
There was driveway mess happening last week, and there's driveway mess happening this week. It all goes down in the driveway. I'm just trying to say it.
Matthew for sure got a talking to with that one.
Matthew deserves a raise. The way that man gets yelled at every day.
Why the are you driving? Whose car is this? Where's my Kleenex box? Everything is like, it's non-stop.
But on the car ride over, it was very clear that Kris is like, this is all too much. This figuring out the cars, my life, whatever. Like, I want to make sure that my kids don't have to be this stressed out when it comes to death.
This is why I want to figure out where my family plot would be. I know I'm going to heaven, but where my earthly body ends up is a big deal.
And it all comes down to, you know, where we're going to live when it comes time for the afterlife, and do we want to be buried or cremated?
I want to be cremated.
Kylie doesn't want me to be cremated because
But who's
she feels...
Kylie? Only one person?
Well, I'm just saying you have to take into consideration everybody's
Yes, mine too.
feelings.
Do you remember me?
Do you want to be buried or cremated?
Well, I don't really want to be buried underground because I'm claustrophobic.
Well, you wouldn't know.
But You choose. Like, Kris, I want to prepare for myself too.
Okay, so do you what?
Well, now that I know Kim would be cremated, I'm kind of like, I never thought about it. But now I'm kind of like, oh, maybe I want to be cremated too.
I don't really care. If someone wants my ashes for something, like, sure.
Wouldn't you rather have me in a little jar in your house than buried in dirt?
Cremation has always thrown me off just because, you know, you're thinking about being claustrophobic, but I'm thinking about being put in a fire and turned into ashes. We won't be around for any of those things, but it just is unsettling.
But you could be made into diamonds.
Sure.
Buried.
Next question.
First, this scene, I was kind of just like, oh, here we are. We've been there, done that. It's kind of like fun and playful. But then realizing, oh, geez, Kris brings up Robert Kardashian. And then I'm like, oh, this might actually be a little triggering.
I think because I have lost a parent and so much wasn't all buttoned up and taken care of for us as kids. I was 19 when my dad died. We were young to be dealing with a lot of these really traumatic decisions, and as morbid as it is, I never want my kids to have to deal with all that stuff.
That's really morbid. You want to take someone out of the ground and move them over?
You could even move your dad and your grandparents here. No, I'm serious.
You want us to transfer their coffins?
Yeah.
And Kris says, yeah.
Well, she wants to keep the family together. That is one thing. Not even death can separate this family.
Okay.
I'll be up in heaven watching you guys argue, having a martini and enjoying the show. You know what I mean?
But I think the reason this storyline is so powerful for the Kardashians is obviously Khloé was talking about how she had to go through that experience, and she does not want to have her kids to have to go through that.
Yeah.
So obvi, this is a situation that is needed. But when you're running through the numbers of how many people and how many burial spots you need,
It's like a hotel. I mean, everybody has to have their own wing.
Me, 6 kids, 13 grandchildren, and that's just at the moment.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And you know what's also a lot? Kris Jenner's questions before they even get started with the tour.
It is a beautiful day.
How big is this place?
It's a little over 50 acres.
Oh, wow.
So what you see now is a lot of people
And do
kind
you
of...
sell like the coffin or and have the service here?
Yeah, we do everything.
The guy's trying to give the overview, Kris. Shut up!
I mean, there's families.
That's what
at
I'd love
different
to know
parts
is
where-
like what are...
can she just zen out for a moment? Because yeah, she's not letting this man speak at all. But I'm also like, that's probably why Kris is Kris Jenner, honey. She gets shit done, doesn't have time for nothing other than what is on her mind, and she needs to get it out. I don't even know how to start this storyline with Kourtney going to protest because it's just cracking me up.
Are we ready to protest?
Yes.
Just Kourtney being Kourtney.
Well, Kourtney's on an adventure. She was in New Orleans last week, and now she's at the Calabasas land of prohibiting toxins to protect the community.
Watching the trucks go by, and it's like, makes me sick.
I do have to say, the way Kourtney explained it in the confessional,
Because the landfill isn't built to contain these toxins, they can escape into the air as dust and leach into the groundwater. And then it's too late once that happens.
I was informed, I listened, I understood. I'm like, can Kourtney tutor me on everything in life? Because it was like delivered in the most easy, digestible way.
It was eloquent, and I had no idea that she would know so much about the, landfill. Like it felt very educational.
Because it's a class 3 landfill, it doesn't have the advanced liners and monitoring system that a class 1 or a class 2 landfill would have.
Well, she's stepping into her activist era as she was coined Jane Fonda because of her workouts, but now she really is being Jane Fonda.
Khloé calls me Jane due to our workouts, because it was like the Jane Fonda workouts in the 80s. Today, I'm Jane Fonda, the activist.
Don't mess with moms.
These moms are not gonna stop. Like, you don't wanna mess with moms.
So she is on site, surrounded by a lot of people.
It's getting a little wilder than I thought it was going to.
Which she doesn't enjoy.
And a lot of Protect Calabasas signs.
Protect Calabasas! Protect Calabasas!
Of all places, you do not want to mess with Calabasas.
Calabasas is a place that cares about our citizens and their health and happiness, and it's just not the place.
When they put into perspective that they said you can't even smoke a cigarette around this land or bring batteries into here, yet they are bringing tons and tons and tons of toxins. I was like mind blown because I was just like, I mean, a cigarette's this big, but they're dumping large trucks of polluted things, and so that is very bad.
We found out what pisses Kris Jenner off, and now we know what pisses Kourtney off.
It actually pisses me off seeing the trucks
And that they do
going
care
by
at all.
and that no one cares.
And she's mad about this vote. Like the fact that the vote is already said and done, and now they're here protesting.
Really pisses me off.
What was cracking me up was the news interview of it all.
I was like, when was she on the news?
You don't remember that? She was killing it.
There's no place for these toxic chemicals in a city where there are children, parks, schools.
Sunglasses on, protesting up, and I love how she was talking to one of the directors of the protests and was just making sure, like, did I do a good job?
I hope that this helps.
I know that it will, so thank you very much.
Okay, good.
Kourtney brings eyes and visibility. So her being there was bringing visibility towards this, moment that needs a lot of, publicity.
But Kourtney Kardashian, little overwhelmed. It was a lot. There was a lot of people. But I'm glad she got at the house and she was protecting her children.
Yeah, it was
protecting the community.
To tell these people, what are you guys doing on a walk?
Yeah, this air.
Get your ass over to the protest.
Well, from the contamination outside of Calabasas, we're going to the contamination inside of Kris Jenner's closet.
Oh my gosh, she's a hoarder and she's admitting it.
I'm a little bit of a hoarder.
Awareness is the first step.
Is this like AA?
Yes.
I'm Kris Jenner, and I bought way too much stuff.
Kendall Jenner is over to help declutter and reorganize.
My mom has asked me a couple times to come over and help her go through her closet and maybe get rid of a couple things.
And some things she has in bulk.
She has like 6 of the same blazer, which I don't think is necessary.
Well, I just am dying at Kris being such a fangirl for Kendall and her fashion.
I bought this while I was in New York, and then I see that you wore it, so you know what I did? I got the pants that you had on. Sorry.
So you're gonna wear the same outfit that I wore?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
She wants to be Kendall.
Well, first of all, the jacket was fly, Kendall Jenner is a supermodel, and so I feel like I would also emulate my supermodel child's closet as well. Plus, what I love about Kendall Jenner is she's so minimalistic, and it's very Vogue, it's very GQ, it's very polished, it's very fashion runway forward.
But my one note is that you should be wearing like a ballet flat or like a slipper, not like a loafer.
Send a ballet flat over
No.
Are you that with your parents? Like my mom always calls me to discuss her fashion. Like show me the outfits, see what the vibes are. Like you always have one kid that's a little bit more fashionable that your parents rely on.
My mom calls me every day, maybe 4 times a day, asking me questions about what she should wear and how she should style her outfit.
I mean, that is me. My mom doesn't want my input, and she doesn't want my input, so.
Well, then that isn't you.
No, but I'm the person in the family. But my mom's like kooky.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
a Whoopi,
She's like,
like
yeah,
a Whoopi Goldberg kind of view moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't say anything to her anymore.
With this scene of Kendall coming in, it's like, obviously Kendall knows exactly what her mom wears. She loves her mother's style, but do we need that many of the same blazers?
Maybe.
So you want me to go from 50 black blazers to 3?
You don't need all these black blazers.
I wish I had 15 of the same jean that I love.
When she was going through and throwing the piles of the get rid ofs,
Yeah.
I'm over here like, I feel like this is millions of dollars just getting thrown. And I'm over here taking my trash bags to like a resale store and getting $20. Like I can only imagine how much money Kris, and now I know because Kardashian closet, that's where they sell it all.
But no, Kendall is me. Like, yes, there's a lot of things that are being removed, but there's also some pieces that are being saved for moi.
I got some gifts out of this experience.
Probably have 3 cute things in my whole closet, and you're taking all of them.
I guess that's her way of paying me.
Kendall, you don't need a payment from your mother when you're getting paid the exact same as all your sisters for the Kardashians on Hulu, and you don't film that much. So that is your form of payment.
But also, I do like that she points out because there are a few kids of Kris's that are very fashionable, right? I'm not gonna consider some, like, Rob and things like that. But Kris Jenner has always been fashionable, which I think has, trickled down to folks like Kendall.
Yeah.
And she names that. Like, we go through, like, the archive of Kris Jenner being that girl.
I love my mom's style. She's always been so in tune with style and really good at it.
Going into Kendall Jenner's style, the way that she was about to get rid of a piece in Kris Jenner's closet until Kris had to clarify.
You don't need this. Beyonce gave it to me. Oh, well then you're keeping it.
That was so good. She was like, this can go. Kris said, Beyonce gave me that. She said, oh no, well, we gotta keep this.
She changed her whole opinion. I mean, it might not be the cutest denim jacket Kendall's ever seen, but it was a gift from Beyonce, so it has to stay.
That's memorabilia. That's award-winning jean jacket right there.
Well, I'm hoping that this closet clean out can kind of help with Kris Jenner's mental health, because obviously you do get overwhelmed when you have too many things. As Kris said, privilege problem, but Kendall's really helping out her mom and trying to get her in a good headspace to get this Zen Kris to stay.
Which is why she has her healer, her yoga instructor, who also like doubles as a healer. I was like, what's going on here? I need to try this. Come over to the house along with Khloé to really practice meditation.
I think everyone is aware by now that my mom has a big old problem relaxing. I mean, you guys saw the drive to the cemetery.
What meditation is Kris doing? Because she's over here just listing off all the issues she has.
I have had a hip replacement on the right side.
Good.
And then also inflammation and arthritis.
Well, I think that they took some time to themselves and they found some quiet, right?
So today we'll kind of do a
And
mix.
then I have this, what I thought was an eyelash in my eye, where they have to like do surgery and suck it out.
Not with Kris interrupting every 5 seconds. There was no time for there to be quiet.
We can
I get cramps
Cramping.
in my legs at night.
And also delegating text messages as she didn't have her phone on site.
You please tell Matthew to
No,
text
Mom.
Anastasia.
It's 1 hour of no Matthew talk.
Okay, wait.
No,
just text
Right
Matthew
after she just got done
Kylie's address.
But the montage of Kris from previous seasons showing kind of like, yeah, how she does clap back with a K.
Close the trunk. So you're yelling at a f***ing guy that... Close the trunk.
I will get involved when I want to get involved because nobody will tell me not to get involved when it comes to one of my kids. Corey!
I really am excited for Kris to be Zen. I really am. And from this moment, it really feels like Kris is soaking it all in.
This was really helpful for me, just helping my brain to calm down. And I love the idea of meditation, so you never know.
I think so. You know, I think also the older you get, you kind of chill out. So I think it's on the horizon, but we are not there yet.
Obviously, the Kardashians are spiritual and like they've gone to Tyler the Medium, they've done things. So getting kind of like not a tarot card, but an intention card. And the ones that were pulled, I'm like spot on.
Says start delegating. Ask others to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself.
That should have been Mom's.
No.
But Kris got the exact card that she needed because she started to cry and tear up as it was directly affecting her because she holds on to the past and these memories.
She's simultaneously motherly and businesslike, feminine and ultra strong. Your roots upon this planet are strong and deep, and some of the roots have anchored you in past memories from faraway times.
Are you okay?
And kind of having Kris feel it, be it, like realize, oh, this is me, I think was good for her.
To keep grieving, you know, years and years later, I don't think it's as healthy as much as it would be just to look back on it as just one of the most delicious times in my life.
But I don't know if she's gonna resonate for much longer.
And my mom will never meditate again. She just won't.
Yeah, but being anchored in the past is probably not helpful for the future and your daily anxiety as you wake up to putting out fires all the time. Like, let's just live in the present, Kris.
And the present is her forgetting everything. Like both Kendall and Khloé are saying, yeah, this ain't, don't listen to Kris and what she says.
This will never happen. But Kris seemed like she was so excited to do it again. I'm rooting for her.
Just so you know, Mom will never do any of this ever again, and she doesn't care. She'll forget this happened.
I'd like to do it again. I liked that.
So what's your peak and your pit of today's episode?
Let's start with our peaks.
Okay.
And I think my peak of the episode has to be Kendra Wilkinson.
Oh, I saw that.
I just loved seeing her because it was such like a, what the hell are you doing here, girl?
Really, it's way too close. Yeah, way too close. Yeah.
The Girls Next Door and Keeping Up, they ran E, so I loved seeing the two together.
Yeah, that was really cool. My peak is, my peak was rating Kris Jenner's lack of control in the credits.
Like a 9.5.
It's infinity.
My mom isn't exactly the chillest.
Where Khloé also mentioned that she knows she's going to be the one to have to take care of Kris in older age.
I try to be really patient because I'm the one that's going to have to take care of her one day, and it just, wow. She'll definitely be sedated when she's older.
Kris literally turned 70 last week. And now here, like, I don't even want to think about it. I'm gonna be like Kendall and Kylie. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
I don't like talking about death. I really can't do it.
All right, but my pit for the episode is that we did not get a Kourtney Kardashian mugshot.
Would you go to jail?
I'm breastfeeding, so no, I actually can't go to jail.
Is that like real?
Yeah, girl, you can't take your baby to prison.
Wait.
And she's got a dump.
But like regular women in the world, if they're breastfeeding, they don't go to jail?
Well, no, she's saying she can't go to jail because she's breastfeeding. If she goes to jail, she's not going to be able to pump.
Right, true.
She's going to have milk just fill it up.
That's her motivation to not go.
Yes, she has
They
a
can still
son.
take her.
She has a son at home that needs to eat.
There you go.
All right, what's your pit?
No Kylie.
I mean, yeah, how many episodes has it been? She showed up for the premiere.
So, you know.
Well,
yeah, we'll be waiting.
At least we got some confessionals.
You're gonna be pissed. You're gonna be my new ghost if that happens.
Will we get 2 confessional looks from Kylie this year? I don't know.
I don't know.
But we did get Kourtney in the same confessional outfit as she was filming in the scene earlier in this episode.
Yep.
Well, I want to end the episode off just a little different this week because I loved Ronnie, the meditation specialist.
Okay.
And I just want to say her mantra and let her lead the episode out. May you always give love and receive love.
May you always have the intuition to see what you need to see.
And subscribe to the channel so you're up to date on all things Kardashian, honey. I just have to shout out Khloé in this scene of looking absolutely snatched. She's getting compliments last episode.
Oh, yes.
She's getting compliments this episode. Khloé, you look good.
The arms are arming.
Look at Khloé's arm muscles. Wow. Khloé.
Like that? Jesus Christ, bitch.
Okay, let's go into a child's pose, you guys.
Let's talk about my arms more.
All she wants to do is talk about her arms.
Yeah, she said, all right, back to my arms, please.